Yep.
Yo. We are, and I think I'm doing this song wrong. Yo. So we are doing something different tonight, and just gonna talk about different things that are going on in America. And the first thing that I want to bring y'all is, and give me my this is my first time actually doing this whole thing by, like, he's here, but he
You got this, brother.
right. So I wanted to play this. I heard this today, and this is just another take on the whole issue with Kyrie Irving. And because I wanted to start with something light before we got into some heavy shit. So let's play this real quick, and I want people's opinions.
Wait. Time out. I'm not trying to cut you off, man. But Jerry Jones, the picture popped up of him at the school blocking the black kids from coming in. All right, go ahead. Mm-hmm. And Charles Barkley said what?
This dude went out of his way to tell the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, to punish Kyrie. He told Adam Silver, this is by his own admission, he said he told Adam Silver, you should have been suspended him. You should have suspended him a week ago. And so it was him. He really was, in my opinion, he really was the catalyst. He fought harder than anybody to see Kyrie punished. This dude, Charles Barkley, got girl in him, man. This dude got moist, man. This dude is moist for real.
I'm not.
And I knew that when I saw him with the wig and the dress and the garter belts and kissing the old white dude on All-Star Weekend on the middle of the floor and all that stuff. I already knew. I saw.
I'm not talking about Charles. You want to see this? I don't want to see Charles' video.
Was that your homie or something?
I mean, I fuck with Charles. It's my dog, man.
Charles got girl in him.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
You got to say, okay.
No, don't show it to me right now, Willie. Show it to me after, because I want to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Man, and this may fuck. Man, we finna hey man, I want to thank all of the people that was tuning in to our shit and liking our Willie. You're not listening, man.
I hear you want to thank all the people that was tuning in and liking our shit.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. But I don't understand what Kyrie did that was so fucked up. He reposted a fucking he posted something on a page and said nothing about it. I think that the people that should be fucked up about it is the people that actually put the shit together and put it out. Right? Or wrong? Why should Kyrie be punished for some shit that he watched? That's just like me posting a fucking picture of goddamn give me a good one, man. Give me a good one, man. Oh goddamn, Willie. Give me a real good one, Willie. It's like me posting a fucking a picture of the JFK movie, you know, like no caption, no nothing, and they come back on me and say that was fucked up because some of the things that were said in the JFK movie wasn't true. Ain't that what the big ass fucking fight is about in the first place? Mm-hmm. Fuck that, bruh. That's not cool, man. And for somebody to say that this guy should be super punished.
There you go. There go Charlie.
What the fuck is this?
Here's Charlene right here.
What is that? Let me see it.
This your boy kissing the dude. Oh, you don't even want to see that, huh? Your mind playing tricks on you. Did that? Come on, bro. Come on, man. It ain't that hard to believe.
So what's crazy to me is that, like, people, we talk about buck breaking so much. We talk about so many other things that have to do with Black and brown people in America. And for me personally, to hear it's, and I only found that podcast just a couple weeks ago. And one thing that I tried to at first stay away from it because of being celebrities. But for the simple fact that they give another aspect of it, and being OGs of people that are older than me or around the same age, that era, and to see what they feel like is going on in hip hop in America, and, you know, with gun violence and just with everything that's going on, and to see if they agree with other people of their stature. And it's refreshing to actually see that there's some rappers out there that they're not sheep. They have minds of their own, and they don't care about being canceled or trying to be silenced, because we need to hear the truth. We need to hear the realities of what is going on in society, first of all. But I just wanted to play that because I just thought it was refreshing to, you know, everybody, especially when it comes to Charles Barkley, who has such a big following, you know, as a basketball player, as a commentator.
So what happened with that?
Oh, that was just the whole Kyrie thing when he shared that video. And Barkley, and there were some other ones that were pretty tough on Kyrie. But Scarface couldn't understand why Barkley was so tough on Kyrie, because Kyrie didn't do anything.
Right.
All he did was share a video. There's no difference between what Shaq did and what Kyrie did. Only difference is Shaq got paid off it. Kyrie didn't. He just shared it. Kyrie lost money.
Right. And still losing money, giving it away at this point.
Right. You know, but that's the point of it. He doesn't do this for capitalism. He does this for the people. And that's the one thing that I can say. And they really went into more detail in that podcast about Kyrie, because Kyrie really stood on his beliefs, not only with his words and what he meant, because he wasn't backing down about people calling him anti-Semitic, because you can't be anti-Semitic when you are Semitic. So that's like saying I'm anti-black, but I'm black. You get what I'm saying? Like we fully got to understand what words and meaning are. But this is also a man that lost money when it came to the jab, because he stood on that. He was not getting that. He wasn't getting the shot, and he lost money about that. And I would think that we as people owe him an apology.
Yes.
At least a refund of his money that he lost for standing on his beliefs, since they're paying back all these nurses. There's another video that I want you to see, if it plays right. You know what I mean?
Yo, we
is
learned
morally equivalent to the person today who says, I don't want to get sick, so you have to take the jab. I am placing, it is, and I want to be clear that I mean exactly what I just said, okay? It's not a gaffe, I mean it. You are equivalent to a plantation owner who enslaved black people and forced them to work for you. If you today, as a medical professional or just a member of the populace, demand that your neighbor take a vaccination to keep you safe. You know, the plantation.
Wow.
You know, I want to play that. I want to play that one more time.
Please do. Thank you.
You know, the plantation owner who said, I need cotton and you're going to pick it, is morally equivalent to the person today who says, I don't want to get sick, so you have to take the jab.
Wow.
I am placing, it is, and I want to be clear that I mean exactly what I just said, okay? It's not a gaffe, I mean it. You are equivalent to a plantation owner who enslaved black people and forced them to work for you. If you today, as a medical professional or just a member of the populace, demand that your neighbor take a vaccination to keep you safe. You know, the plantation.
Wow.
So what is your thoughts on that? How do you?
Do I agree? Okay, so for one, do I believe that people should be forced to take vaccines? I'm on the fence about it. However, that's not my bigger issue with this. My bigger issue is, why do white people always feel the need to, when they're trying to prove a point of how they feel oppressed, they always seem to feel the need to talk about chattel slavery in America and how black people were enslaved, and they're feeling like they can compare themselves to that. You ain't been through what we've been through and what we're continuing to fucking go through. How dare you compare what you are experiencing to what we are continuing to experience? That's
Right.
my gripe and grief with that fucking comment. That just that pissed me the fuck off, honestly. Excuse me, but it really pissed me off. I don't even care about that, like the whole COVID and pandemic thing, that point he was trying to make just like went out the window when he said slavery for me.
You know, I honestly, I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a point for me of like, I feel like we have to use things for teaching moments.
Right. Yes.
You know, we can't,
Please.
you know, and that's something that we're going to talk about after this too. It is the whole cancel thing, because they want to cancel this black man. You have some of the big, whitest entertainers, commentators, comment on Twitter about this. And it's like, they don't comment on anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, today, Omar was boasting because she was at a U.S. Africa event, but she posted pictures of her Idris Elba.
Oh wow.
He's not a politician. He's not even somebody that I would think that and honestly, I don't know if that's U.S. Africa. I don't know why he's involved, because I thought he was born in England.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. For me, myself, sit back and see people are preparing for Christmas. I'm preparing for the legislative session that starts January 3rd. That's my big focus, because that's where my people are going to be helped. Christmas brings a lot of trauma, despair, and there really ain't nothing to celebrate this year. There hasn't been anything to celebrate in a few years. And I'm going to continue my tradition of giving rather than receiving. And I think that's what should be for everybody. And I'm trying to think how I can do this. But there's a story out of Minnesota right now, Eden Prairie. I should have set this up beforehand. And you want to put it on yours, bro?
Yeah, I got
I'm
you.
gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting it. So. All right, here it is. All right, click the clipboard on. But yeah, it's well, we have so many things that are going on in America, and what do we should be using these as teaching moments and not as cancel moments. We're so quick to cancel Black people, but we're never we're easy to forgive and forget when it comes to other races, especially when it comes to Black trauma, when it comes to just anything Black, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is here again is something that should be used as a teaching moment. He shouldn't be fired, because we need educators out there. So if people don't understand what's going on, is that and I don't, after reading a racial slur, I have a hard time. Yeah, it might be called a racial slur, but let's use it as a teaching moment instead of, and I don't even know how long the clip is. It says 25 seconds.
An email about the incident says Flom read a racial slur aloud during a classroom session with his players and assistant coaches. The focus of the session was responsible use of social media. Flom's assistant coach sent an email to players and parents urging them to tell district leaders to not fire Flom, who's been a coach and elementary teacher at Eden Prairie since 2006. The letter says Flom regrets reading the word written in the social media post.
Is there something really absurd that skeeves you out?
Getting a paper cut on my eyeball.
A fear you can't shake?
I don't know.
Fluid on my cheeks. It's going to go into my mouth and I will perish.
Whatever scares you, I want to talk about it. Join me, Larry Mullins, on my new podcast, Your Weirdest Fears.
I guess so. Yeah, you're weird, dude.
Listen and subscribe to Your Weirdest Fears on the Odyssey app or wherever you get
Oh,
your
maybe
podcasts.
to add part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one.
That's crazy.
Right. So that didn't really explain much. However,
No, because now I have way more. I have way more questions now than what I did.
Right.
Because of the simple fact of we see people all the time use what they want to call racial slurs. And what I don't understand is how are we supposed to teach? How are we supposed to get kids to understand of what is okay and what is not okay? You know what I'm saying? Because we as people need to understand that hate isn't taught at school. Racism isn't taught at school. It's learned, but it's not taught. It shouldn't be taught. But other things are taught in school that we don't speak about. And we're going to get more into that over these next couple of weeks and months. But I really want to prepare people for what's going to be happening here on the Leon block the next couple of days. We have a group going down to Mississippi to document not only Jaheim McMillan, but Rasheem Carter, Marvin McMillan. And I want people to, there's going to be more names than that, and I know there is. Because I want people in Mississippi to understand and to reach out. This is the time now where we need strength in numbers. We have to unite as one. And what I mean by that, unite as one, is because we're facing a fight of an enemy that is embedded in our policies, that is embedded in our statutes, that is embedded in our legislation. It's not just something that we're fighting that we can sit here and we can burn it or we can kill it. It's not that easy, because this is something that it's a foundation. We have to crack and demolish the foundation so that we can build a stronger foundation that is for everybody. And that's one thing again about the cancel thing. Like, we're so quick to it's like what's going on with capitalism and Walmarts and Family Dollars and Dollar Tree, because I would love to boycott all of these places, and I'm sure there's others that would, but when we as poor people don't have another option, and those are the only options that we have.
Right.
And that's why I said we have to use these as teaching moments and not always cancel moments, because we should be learning. We're calling for all these boycotts of places that hurt, that cause trauma, that don't want to do the right thing when it comes to Black and brown people. But yet we're not giving the people another option to spend their money in another way. So, and I really thought about this over the course of, and not just even going further back than just with Jaheim, because we've had situations here in Minneapolis with Target where we call for boycotts, but people will still go by.
Right.
It's like even with Nike, and I want people to know Jordan is Nike. There's no other way around that. I don't give a fuck what you can't tell me that. I don't care. I mean, you don't know nothing about shoes. Shut the fuck up. So it's even for me, because I can't put on another pair of Nikes, regardless of if it's LeBron, if it's KD, if it's Jordan. I don't care. I can't. I will never buy another pair in my life. I never will. Adidas, I would rather wear custom than designer.
I feel you.
I would rather go, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of being disrespected. At this point, I don't even want to support Major League Sports anymore.
Talk about it.
And the NBA, Major League Baseball, none of it, because we have all this despair going on, all this gun violence, and some of the biggest names in America that people look up as role models aren't speaking about gun violence. They're not speaking about the homelessness. They're not speaking about the things that really matter in our communities. Because as long as they can put that ball in that hoop, it's all good. And I'm gonna end this one tonight. Brain was kind of rattled. Probably did this too late. I learned that maybe. And this is just the first time me learning how to use the StreamYard on my own. So it's going to be a learning process.
Right.
But I'm really excited for the Mississippi trip. We do have some exciting things coming, so stay tuned and share, like, follow.
Yes.
It's been on everything because we are everywhere. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on, well, maybe not Twitch so much yet. Let me take that one back.
But we are going to be taking over Twitch soon, so stay tuned in 2023.
Yes.
Like, we got big things coming.
Yes, and we do have some big interviews coming up too. We later on this week we'll have Two Turn Radio. Also, we'll have an activist out of, I'm not going to say his name, but we'll have an activist out of Arkansas who's doing big things. 99 more. So look for that. Also, I want to put this out too. If anybody has any stories, and right now I'm talking to Akron. So if there's anybody listening in Akron, Ohio, I've seen what happened yesterday. I would really love people's thoughts, opinions, what is really going on in Akron. How do you feel about it? So at the bottom, you can see, you can reach out to us, DM us, email us, but please reach out. I really want people's thoughts and how they feel progress is moving forward in Akron. Because we've all watched Akron since Jalen Walker. And where are they along in the process of change? Oh, I know they are, sis. But that's one thing I want to get people. I want people, we need to start. I want to see where that progress is going. Where has it gone? Bogus.
Yeah, no, last night was quite the night for those who missed it. Go back and check the episode. Ghost for Akron was live amongst all the protesters, and it was quite a night. They really did do what they're supposed to do as far as like nonviolent disruptance, and they won't. They did everything they could, meaning the council and such, to kind of quell them and make and take it off. This, they literally cut the screen off when the protesters went up in arms when the vote was reached. It was quite the episode, so definitely go check it out and please share the stream. And like Chad said, we will be keeping y'all updated on the breaking news and upcoming stories concerning Akron, because it's going down, y'all.
No, but you know what's crazy? It's not going down, and I don't want to diminish from what's going on in Akron. But if people were paying attention, they would see a lot of similarities in Grand Rapids and Akron, because I watch both places. Because we still need justice for Patrick Loyola. So I've watched that. But if people, Silk, watch Grand Rapids, go back to Eric Highs, go back to a lot of when they were doing the county commissioners meetings, and see how there's really no difference of how Akron is treating their constituents than what Grand Rapids was doing. So
they do the same thing here too.
Right. And it's all we need to realize that, because they're never, you guys, they still haven't given no answers to the bomb threat. When you guys were sitting out there at the city council meeting, they were all at home in their homes, and there was a threat at the building that you guys were sitting at. So I really want people to wake up because these budgets are getting bigger for them to be able to buy things
Yep.
to kill us easier. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't believe me, San Francisco got a robot.
Yep. That's authorized to shoot to kill.
Right. And the way it's looking, motherfuckers need to move to Indiana where you can protect yourself. Police can't do no knock warrants. Just come on down in it.
Hold on, where at?
Indiana.
Word?
Yeah. And stand your ground. If it's your property and they don't have no right to be there.
Right.
Yeah, I know that's what you're speaking on, and that's crazy to me. You guys can't get no answers. And that's black people up there. You have the council president is black.
Yep. That don't mean nothing. Trust me.
No, I know it doesn't, but I wanted to spotlight that.
Yeah.
Because I needed to spotlight that.
Yeah.
Because for the simple fact that all kinfolk ain't skinfolk.
All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. Yeah.
Right.
We knew what we were saying.
Like for real though, but we sit there and we look at it like these people really care about us when they don't. It's just like here in Minneapolis, in Hennepin County, they got behind a black sheriff because it's a black sheriff. But do y'all not understand that? Like, right?
We got a black commissioner here, and in my opinion, he was worse. And people just shut up and were all cool with it just because he was black. And I'm like, that don't mean shit at all. You still got to prove to me that you earned that position or that you're right for this city.
Right.
Like, come on. What about actually looking at the job and seeing if this person fits the task and he's actually doing those tasks? Don't give him a pass just because he's black and just because the previous one was an outright blatant white racist. He could be he could be just as prejudiced against his own people, especially.
Right.
Nobody wanted to question that. When I questioned it, it was a problem. I got shunned. You know what? It is what it is.
That's the way it always goes. For us black folk.
Yep, exactly. This is every city, whether it's major or small city. It's everyone with a black or brown population. It happens.
That's the way it always goes.
Yep.
Well, y'all stay tuned, and we definitely have more things coming. So I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna leave off.